You got to go dig those holes. Dig it up. Dig it. I don't know where that came from. Welcome to the Hive, bitch. This is your Hayes Arcade, your hardcore casual fan. This is the Raw premiere episode. And I watched the entire episode. I'm going to give my thoughts on it right now. Start off with Sami Zayn with his actual theme music. Shout out to production. And it comes out talking about how he feels conflicted, even though he feels like this has been the best year of his career. It feels like he is World Heavyweight Championship material and wants to compete for that. He also misses his buddy KO. And I was watching it like, yeah, I get it, but it's just like, you don't need KO. Like, you don't need him. Like, let him be on SmackDown, bro. Like, if you really want to be the World Heavyweight Champion, you know as soon as KO has a chance to compete for that as well, he's going to turn on you like he did when you won the NXT title. So, like, you sounded like a little schoolgirl right now. Like, you sound like a hoe. Like, let KO go. Stop sounding like a hoe. Let KO go, bro. Like, I would love to see Sami with the World Heavyweight title. Even though I think his time has passed. I don't think he'll ever be as hot as he was early in the year. But I still think that could be a thing, especially if, like, Drew wins or a heel wins the title. And he contends for it as a face, but that's what happened. Of course, the weekly Judgment Day interference. Judgment Day interferes and cuts off Sami Zayn, and then they go to try to ambush Sami, but Jey Uso comes out with chairs, which at one point, because he had two of them, he hands Sami a chair, and I'm like, they're not going to have Sami turn right now, are they? It's too early. But no, Sami does not turn on Jey, and they fend off the Judgment Day. Solid promo. Sami has always been good with promos with fire and desire. Fire, baby! So that was dope. Then, backstage, Sami still tells off Jey like, yo, I know I'm happy for you and all your success, but KO would still be here if it wasn't for you. So yeah, I kind of feel a way about that. And Jay's like, I don't know what you want me to do. Like it is what it is. So then Sami gets pissed off, kind of tells off Jey, and Jey walks away. And then Sami thinks about it, and then this is like the biggest sus thing I ever seen. Like Sami runs to Jey, like, wait, Jey. You know what? My bad. I was tripping. Like, I'm happy for you. Like, it's all good. And they end the segment with Jey saying yeet, and they hug at the end. Too sus for me, but it is what it is. But then they have the first match of the night, they have a falls count anywhere match with Ricochet and Shinsuke Nakamura. Bruh, these guys tore the house down. This felt like an old school NXT match, a la like 2016, 2017. They went backstage. They went all over the floor. They went through the crowd. Ricochet did a moonsault in the crowd. Like, it was crazy, bro. And then it ended with Shinsuke is really doing this GTS thing for some reason. I don't know if they're just trolling Punk at this point, but his GTS looks weak. He's not getting enough. Like, he's not getting enough torque on his knee when he pulls it up. It's like he lays the guy over to the knee instead of like making it boom. Like, it needs to be impactful. Like, lift him up, boom, hit him with the knee. Like, I don't know. Maybe he's afraid that he's gonna like break someone's nose or something. But yeah, stop, Shinsei. I love you. Please stop doing the GTS. Like, I hate that. But he hits a kick to Ricochet, and Ricochet goes through a table from the top rope to the floor, and then he ends it with the running knee, and Shinsuke wins the match in a very solid match. Which the thing is about these two is, I really don't know where you go from here. Ricochet, who is one of the most is the most athletic guy in all of WWE right now. And he's just he is exciting to see because you know you're going to do something different that you've never seen before. But I don't know what you do with him. Same thing with Shinsuke. You build him up as this big number one contender for the title, and then you have him lose twice in a row. Don't know what you do with Shinsuke either. I almost feel like you will benefit from putting them into the IC title picture, but who knows? But at the end of the day, great match from both, and both guys did look like beasts in this match. In the meantime, the set up a match between Piper Niven and Natalya. That's cool. That was dope. I didn't really care about it. I don't care at all about the women's tag team titles, but they're putting Tegan Nox on TV more, so cool for her. Good luck with all of that. In the meantime, probably my favorite segment of the entire night is Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre. Seth comes out there, doing what he normally does. Have the crowd sing a song, and he calls out Drew. Drew comes out, and Drew just looks like a boss. There's something about Drew, like he's just a boss. And he comes out talking about, I can't be babysitting you every single week because you want to be in the middle of the ring. Kind of alluded to the fact that there's a chance that Judgment Day is going to try to cash in the Money in the Bank. Damian Priest is going to try to cash in Money in the Bank, so he's not going to be there every week to protect him. Like, you need to stop being out here. And they have a great back and forth promo battle to where Seth brings out footage of Drew talking to Rhea Ripley, which is, I love the way they set this up because it wasn't in your face. It was from a promo from last week, a backstage segment from last week to where I forget who was originally doing an interview. Someone was doing an interview or something. And all the way in the background, you could see Drew McIntyre talking to Rhea Ripley, just chilling. And it's like, what are they doing here? And for the past week, they've been setting up that Rhea's been telling the crew, do not touch Drew. Don't touch him. Do not do nothing. Right? And I'm like, what are they setting up here? So, and Rhea keeps talking about, I have a plan in place. Don't worry about it. Because Damian keeps trying to cash in or keeps trying to attack Drew, and Rhea's like, relax, don't do anything yet. So I'm very intrigued to see what they're setting up here. I don't even want to fantasy book that. I just want to watch because I have legit no clue what they're doing. So that's that. So next you have Seth talking about, so I see what's going on here. You're going to call upon a Judgment Day so that you can win the title. I don't need nobody. The Drew rebuttals was, I don't need nobody. Let's not forget that the last time we were in the ring together for the title, I whooped your ass. And then Seth's like, yeah, but that was a long time ago. And let's be honest, you're jealous because I am what you want to be. And Drew was like, I would be where you are if it wasn't for the bloodline. And Seth goes off like, the bloodline. Get over it. And Drew's like, no, I'm not gonna get over it. I should be the world champion right now. Like, I had my moment when I beat Brock at WrestleMania, but then there was no crowd. I had my moment at what was it? Something on the Castle. It's gonna bother me. I'm gonna get it as soon as I stop talking about it. King of the Castle. I forget what it's, something on the Castle. When we had the pay-per-view in my hometown, like, I had my moment, but if it wasn't for the bloodline interfering, I would be world champion. So no, I'm not going to get over it, and not to count all the other countless matches I had for the world title that the bloodline interfered. So no, I'm not going to get over it. Like, if you were going through what I was going through, you would feel the same way. And trust me, when I beat you for that title, you're going to try to find your 53rd way of trying to reinvent yourself. But like, it is what it is. So I like that, and then I like Seth being like, you know what, I'm gonna do you a favor. At Crown Jewel, when I beat you, you'll have nobody to blame but yourself. So I like the back and forth there, but I'm so sick and tired of everybody telling Drew to get over it. Like, Drew is my favorite character because he has a memory. He has a memory. He remembers what has happened in the past. He just doesn't forget about it. Like, this ain't good. What was that? Godfather, Forget About It, or Goodfellas, whatever. Like, Drew's like, nah, it's up and it's stuck. As soon as I see Jey, you look at it and put pause on him. Yeah, for real, for real. You look at it and put pause on the board. For real, for real. It's up and it's stuck with them. What you talking about? So, yeah, like, I love Drew's my favorite character, like, currently right now in the WWE. Because he's real. He's authentic, man. Everybody keep telling Drew to get over it. Like, get over it. Nah, fam. Like, that don't even make, nah, son. No. So then later in the night, they have Drew and Sami Zayn backstage. And Drew goes to Sami like, yo, I thought you was growing some nuts, son. Like, I really thought you was growing some chest hair on your chest. Well, he actually has a lot of chest hair, but like, I thought you was, you was trying to be him. Like, you talking about getting the World Heavyweight title and everything, but yet you again forgive Jey Uso. And I'm like, what you doing, man? And Sami's like, I know you don't trust Jey, but I don't know what to tell you. Like, it is what it is. Like, Jey means no harm. And Drew's like, see, that's the type of stuff right there. Like, he hit him with a haymaker. It's like, see, he hit him with a Hadouken. See, that's the type of stuff right there is like why you'll probably never be a world champion. Cause like you don't get it. And I was like, oh, Drew potting right now. Drew potting. Oh. So Sam was like, you know what? All right, got you. Let's go into that ring next week and see who really him. So next week we're getting Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn. And I know they're about to blow the roof off that, wherever they're going to be at on Monday Night Raw. I can't wait to see that. Like, yo. But yeah, Drew, like, yo. And again, Drew, it comes off as him being a heel, but he's telling the truth. And that's what makes a great heel or a great character. No matter how you feel about it, when the foundation is based off the truth, that's what makes the best characters. That's why I love Chris Jericho in 2008. When he was feuding with Shawn Michaels, because everything he was saying was based in the truth, telling the whole world, Shawn Michaels is lying. He lied about his knee injury. He keeps lying to y'all, and y'all forgive him. It's like, yep, I love Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels was my favorite character. I don't care what he did. I don't care how many times he lied. I was with Shawn Michaels. So that's the thing with Drew. Like, Drew has not lied this entire time. He's been right the entire time. It's just that everybody loves Jey now. The crowd, the fans love Jey. Most of the people backstage love Jey. So automatically people are like, Drew, just love Jey. And Drew's like, no. No, I don't like that nigga. Like, I know. I don't rock with him. Like, I don't care about him. So eventually they got to do, did they? I feel like they did. My mind is slipping. But eventually they got to do Drew and Jey. I feel like they did do that though. Did they not do that? But they gotta run that back again because like Drew really wants to put the pause on Jey for real. But next we have Johnny Gargano versus Ludwig Kaiser. Solid match. I really wish they would do segments. I think the problem with Triple H, I think in his mind, is these guys are more than they are. Guys like Johnny Gargano, Ciampa, if you put it back in NXT, yeah, they'll be over. But you gotta remember, this is Raw. This is a whole new, different kind of. They're similar fan base, but they're different. Like, you gotta rebuild these guys. You gotta rebuild Johnny Gargano. You gotta rebuild your Bronson Reeds. You gotta rebuild your Ciampa. Like, I think they have to. For me, with Johnny and Ciampa, I would love for them to do MJF Adam Cole segments to where every week they do something different, some type of segment to where they can be goofy. They do it on the internet. They have a great video to where they're playing like Bobby Roode's theme music, Michael P.S. Hayes' theme music, and they just wait for them to come outside. Like, I thought it was funny. Just do like little simple stuff, like. But you gotta. The crowd is not connecting. They're not reacting to him because they don't know Johnny. Like, again, he's never been a true staple on the main roster. So you got to rebuild Johnny. You got to rebuild Ciampa, in my opinion. But still a solid match to where Kaiser won thanks to the other. I don't remember the other guy's name. Vinny Vici, whatever. Oh, hey, that Doug Vinci. Thanks to the other guy from Imperium. I still hate that it's still like doing this thing to where Walter is telling his guys that they got to prove themselves. I'm like, I hate that. Why are you doing that? But again, Walter is telling. I'm kind of going ahead of myself, but I'm doing it right now. Walter keeps telling his guys that they got to prove themselves, and Johnny Gargano should not be walking around. It's like, okay, whatever, I guess. But next we have Shayna Baszler versus Rhea Ripley. And this is a rare match to where I didn't want either woman to lose. Like I wanted Rhea to win. I wanted Baszler to win. And it really was a thing to where I'm like, I have no idea what they're going to do here. Of course, I thought Rhea just going to win. Or there's going to be interference. And I thought the latter. And the latter happened. And they had a solid like 5 minutes in the ring. We know they can go. They did this in NXT back in 2018, 19. So we know they can go. But after like five minutes, there was interference from, of course, Nia Jax. Then Raquel Rodriguez came in. Then Zoe Starks came in. And it was mayhem. And in the end, this set up a fatal four-way match. A fatal five-way match with Adam Pearce, who I love that they actually established GMs for the brands. And Rhea goes up to Adam, like, what's going on? Like, you need to do this, you need to do that. And Adam, like, first of all, you don't tell me what to do. Like, I don't know what you think this was, but this ain't what you thought it was. I'm Rick James, bitch. Like, I'm the boss. I'll play the calls to be the boss. I'll pay the calls to be the boss. Like, I'm the boss. This is what's going to happen. Crown Jewel, fatal five-way match. You, Nia, Raquel Rodriguez, Zoe Starks, Shayna Baszler. Yeah, that's going to go down. Nia Jax, you're going to defend your title versus 4 other women. So good luck with that. I'm like, okay, Adam, talk to her, Adam. Let's go. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I don't know what's going to happen there. I'm kind of worried because usually that probably means that they're going to have somebody win so that Rhea doesn't have to be pinned, which smart money tells you it's probably going to be Nia, which I know everybody hates Nia. I understand that she's unsafe. She's not great on the mic. Maybe because, I don't know, I feel indifferent to Nia Jax. I don't hate her. I don't like her. I'm just indifferent. So to me, because of the person I am, I would love to see Nia win it at Crown Jewel just to see how pissed everybody on the internet is going to be. Plus, I don't mind that Rhea has a little month or two to where she doesn't have the title. So that way, when she does regain it, it's even going to be even more important. And then you can tell the story that going into WrestleMania, because she's going to have the title going into WrestleMania, that whoever defeats her, whether it's whether it's Bianca Belair or whether it's Becky Lynch, that she's never been pinned for that title, which she did do a backstage segment to where everybody's going up to Becky talking about they want the NXT championship, right? And then for like 10 seconds, Rhea goes up to Becky. And Rhea just smiles and then walks off, right? And even Jade Cargill goes up to Becky. And Becky's like, get in line. And Jade's like, get in line? Like, what are you talking about? Who do you think she is? Like, she must not know my handles. She don't know my handles. So I like the fact that they're making Becky be important by having everyone go up to her. But my problem is, this should be on NXT. Like, this should be on NXT. Why are we doing this on Raw? Why are we doing this on... Like, I understand that Becky is technically a Raw superstar. But it's like, why? I just don't like that, the fact that there is no true brand split. I feel like if you're going to do this, for me, if I was doing this, I would make it to where the women on NXT are trying to get the title off of Becky because they wanted to be back on NXT, right? That's how I would do it. But And I feel like everybody should be going up to Rhea about winning the match, which they kind of did that early a few months ago, but I feel like that should be Rhea with everybody going up to her winning a title match. And it just, I don't know, it's kind of weird to me. That every week somebody's going up to Becky like, I want a title match. It's like, bro, like, go to NXT. Like, and then Shayna, by the way, wasn't Shayna supposed to get her run the fade with Becky? Didn't she say that like a couple months ago after like SummerSlam? What happened to that? But whatever. See, that's the type of thing that pisses me off. Like, we have memories. Like, people that watch the product remember things. So I wish Shayna, instead of challenging Rhea, would challenge Becky, because she said that she wanted to challenge Becky because she had unfinished business after the match at WrestleMania 36. But anywho, now we're on to my match and segment of the night. Big mini men slapping meat. Oh my God. We had Walter versus Big Bronson Reed, and these guys were literally trying to kill each other. This was a fight. This was not a match. This was a fight to where both guys went out the way to try to kill each other. And in the end, Gunther, after hitting Bronson with the clothesline, Bronson kicks out. Big splash off the top rope, Bronson kicks out. Gunther's like, I'm gonna call him Gunther. Gunther's like, what the fuck? Like, how I get this guy out of here? He said, you know what? I got one more move in my arsenal. Power bomb, bro. Like a power bomb. And like he lifted that boy up and did all that. So I'm like, wow. So yeah, Gunther gives Bronson Reed a power bomb. It was smooth, it was clean, and retains his IC title, which the IC title truly feels like the heavyweight title. Like, this feels like the true world title. It just happens to be the IC title. Which I want to speak on this now. Seth Rollins. Let's get back to that real quick, since I just mentioned that. I might make this a separate video, but I'm speaking on real quick. Speaking of the IC title feeling more important, Seth Rollins as the World Heavyweight Champion right now does not click for me. I feel like him as a heel works way better. Him as a face is just not working, because when you, on paper, him with the gaudy outfits and the annoying laugh and the arrogance, he's a heel. He should be a heel. The character works, in my opinion, as a heel, not as a face. And it's just not clicking for me. That's why Seth has been in the middle of the show every week since basically he won the title. Like, that should tell you something. Like, when's the last time he's main evented the show? The show main events every single week with Judgment Day or Cody Rhodes or whoever. Like, that should tell you something. He's not the most important thing on the show, and he should be, since he's the world champion. But whatever Judgment Day is doing, it's the most important thing on the show. So, just look at SmackDown last week. Roman started the show, was throughout the show, and ended the show. That's what the world champion should be. Like, if anything, Drew McIntyre is more of a world champion right now, because everything he does is interwoven with all the other characters. That, like, I like that type of stuff. Seth just isn't. I don't know. But I'll do a video if he loses, if he beats Drew at Crown Jewel, which he probably will, because I don't see them taking the title off him till WrestleMania, because everybody needs 4-year runs as a champion. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, I just feel like the IC title just feels way more important, and once whoever beats Walter for the title is going to be the biggest star, which brings me to Chad Gable in Alpha Academy. Again, training. Every single week they're showing training of trying to get back to getting the IC title opportunity. When Chad finally beats Gunther, that joint gonna be crazy. And then New Day comes in. New Day, talks to Smack. setting up a tag team match between Alpha Academy and New Day. Can't wait to see that as well. Imagine having matches announced a week in advance. Wow. Think about that. Like a week in advance, matches are announced. You actually know what to expect. And the matches actually happen. Whoa, what a concept. And you can tell that Vince is not here no more. And then they end this segment with Tozawa, that's his name, getting sturdy. Like, boy was getting started up there with the 1-2 step. I'm like, hey. Like, he was getting low with it. He was getting low. I'm like, yeah. That was fire, yo. Tozawa was like, he was in his, like, 1980s, like, I'm about to say Ron Simmons. What boy name? It was something Simmons. The workout guy. But anyway, so now I think that was everything. Now, I think that was everything until we get to the main event. Oh yeah, they also teased Logan. They also showed Logan Paul, who just had a fight this past weekend, and Logan Paul actually called out Rey Mysterio for the U.S. title. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like that's insane. Like, really think about it. Like a boxer called out Rey Mysterio for a U.S. title match in a low-key fake sport. He was in a real sport, called out someone for a fake title. Like, that's crazy. But yeah, so Logan Paul calls out Rey. I think Rey was on Hot 97 or Peter Rosenberg and accepted the challenge. So we should be getting that probably at Crown Jewel, I think. So, and this might be an unpopular opinion. I know it. Logan Paul should beat Rey Mysterio. I said it. Yep. What to do? Yeah, I'm going to skip Sheffield on your ass. Like, yeah. I think Logan Paul being the U.S. champion. Everybody hates him. I hate him. I don't know the man. I don't hate him. But I dislike him. Like, there's like no true redeeming qualities to Logan Paul outside of the fact that he's very athletic and talented. So I think Logan Paul beating Rey is the right call because whoever beats Logan Paul, again, will be a major star. And I feel like if Logan Paul wins the U.S. title and he goes on the podcast and all the talk shows and on the YouTube and TikToks and everything, it's going to make the profile of the U.S. title mean more. And whoever beats him once again will be a major big deal, which I feel like should be LA Knight to begin with. So probably by Royal Rumble, they do Logan Paul versus LA Knight for the U.S. title. LA Knight wins and go from there. But that's just me. But we'll see what happens. And plus, Rey doesn't need the U.S. title. Like they're not doing that with Escobar. Like, he should be in a tag team with Escobar, fighting for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. I'm gonna say that again for the people in the back. The SmackDown Tag Team Championship, right? Because the tag team title should be what? Split. Like, I don't know why everything else has continuity, except Triple H and Creative refused to split the tag team titles. Like, I don't know if they're waiting to do it after War Games, after the Bloodline Judgment Day alliance, then they'll finally split them, I guess. But it's just like, bro, like, there should be Street Profits and LWO and Rey fighting for the tag titles. There should be New Day and Alpha Academy fighting the Judgment Day for the Raw tag team titles. Like, but whatever. Which brings us to the main event of the evening. It is Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso, the Yeet team, versus the Judgment Day in a very solid main event of Raw. And it ends in a melee with all kinds of interference. Dirty Dom comes out. And of course, Sami Zayn comes out to even the advantage. And then out of nowhere, Jimmy Uso comes out, takes out Jey Uso. Finn Balor does the coup de grace, and Judgment Day regains the World Tag Team Championships. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I was shocked. I did not see that one coming. I did not see that happening. But I guess they're setting up War Games eventually, and I know people feel a way about it. I get it. But honestly, I thought it was a great moment. And really, the tag team, Jey and Cody having the tag team titles, all was worth it, just for the press conference afterwards. But outside of that, like, it was a cool week. And I didn't really need Cody and Jey to be the tag team champions. I really didn't. I thought they were cool for about a week. And now let's get back to the nitty-gritty of Cody finishing the story and Jey finishing his story. And at this point, even though I think Jimmy as a character is probably the dumbest character I've ever seen, but it's mainly to where I really want Jey to whoop Jimmy's ass. And at the end of the day, that is the goal of all of this. People want Jimmy to get his ass whooped, get what's coming to him after now costing Jey another title match, this time the tag team title. So I think it's going to tell a great story of Roman kind of making the call to cost Jey and Cody the title, cost Cody and Jey the title, so that way you can't see them on SmackDown, even though we've had people go on Raw and SmackDown like all year. But either way, so I think that's very smart. I think eventually whatever match Jimmy and Solo have, or whatever match Jimmy has, Jey will interfere, setting up their match at their War Games match at Survivor Series. But yeah, that was Raw. Again, back-to-backs, A grade Raws. They have been on point. Everything, for the most part, has continuity. Everything on the show literally every segment on the show has a purpose. Nothing is out of nowhere. This is what Raws are supposed to be. And to be completely honest with you, these Raws we're getting right now is probably better than the Attitude Era Raws and all the Raws that we hold up to high esteem, because when you think about it, we would get great stories, but then they were not end correctly, as well as we would not get matches because every match had to have interference. So I feel like this might be a run of maybe the best Raws in Raw history right now, because we're getting great wrestling with great storytelling and actual great storytelling, and not just shock TV. So, but yeah, Raw was A+, and as long as Raws are like this, then I'll probably continue to do reviews on them. If at any point where they're not, then I will not. But that was Raw. That was WWE. Let me know what you thought of Raw. Once again, my favorite segment. Well, my favorite segment was Drew and Seth, and my favorite match, of course, was Gunther and Bronson Reed. But let me know what you thought of the entire night. What do you feel like what's going to happen at Crown Jewel? Again, I don't see Seth losing that title to WrestleMania. I could be wrong. I have a feeling Rhea is going to probably lose the title and then regain it like a couple weeks or a month later. That's what I'm seeing right now. But welcome to the High Bitch. This is Hayes Arcade, your hardcore casual fan. And if you're not down with that, I got 2 words for you. Suck it.
I'm the best. I'm the best in the world.